Hello, hello everyone, and welcome back to another beautiful day in Neopia. Today we're going to be doing a couple of dailies, as well as checking in on, well, not really checking in, but giving an overview to the stock market and kind of letting you know how I buy my stocks and what I do, and the kind of general rule of thumb when buying stocks in general. So let's start off with some dailies, the few that I do as well. Anchor management. See what we get from here. Ooh, a pirate baby fireball. Very nice. Apple bobbing. Hopefully I don't get sick. And a milk chocolate Corbat. Nice. Collecting the bank interest because we always want that extra money. Make your money work for you. Your Neopoints work for you. Coltson Shrine. What have we got today, King? Nothing. All right, now on to Deserted Tomb. Open the door. Continue on and... Eee! I got something! Yay! I got a book. Very nice. A couple days in a row that I've gotten something nice. Forgotten Shore. Nothing in the shore today. Giant jelly. See if we can get some jelly. Mint jelly. Very tasty. On to Fruit Machine. Spin, spin, spin those slots. Let's see what we get today. And a Bagus. Nice. Store that away in my safety deposit box. Grab some omelet. Ooh, very nice. Grave danger. Let's see what my pilot brought back today in Oregon. My poor lunch. He's seen better days, sending him off to the the pet. Well, obviously, he's not done well in the library, and I'm also sending him off to grave danger. So let's just say this poor thing is doing work. All right, healing springs. Let's see if I heal my pets. Ooh, completely restored. Nice. And now to Lunar Temple. Okay. View page source. Control F for Cray. And type in Craylu to get our number of 264. We're going to go to see what that number correlates to moon phase. 264 correlates to number 13, which is number 5 on the top row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we are. Oh, very nice. I haven't gotten one of those before. So if you're not familiar with this process, in one of my previous videos, I did a walkthrough of how to do that. I know this part was pretty quick, but you can see a slowed down and explained version in one of my previous videos. So if you want to learn how to do that, check out one of my older videos. Let's go to the Meteor. Craylador Meteor, take a chance to poke it with a stick. And ooh, meteor bites. That's cool. I usually don't get like anything from the meteor, but that was nice. A little change of pace. All right, so this one looks like it'll be fairly easy. Top red, and it is a flower. And I heard someone say this was a potion, so I'm gonna call it a potion because I feel like my neg example was kind of silly. So we're gonna go with that. And 2, so it's gonna have to be here. These are all gonna be blue, which makes these all yellow. And the ones in the middle are shield, flower, and this would have to make it a potion. The bottom row is potion, shield, flower, and it looks like we're missing the top right hand as a shield. Nice. Brown rice bowl. That was pretty easy. It always feels good to get them done quicker. Sometimes they stump me. Quasilonic spell box. Ooh, Ah, so close. So close. But we got some Neo points, so it's not a complete loss. Rich Slorg, what have you? How much? Ooh, 50. Thanks for the 50 spot. Tombola. Let's roll for Tombola. Ah, booby prize. Dang. And the discarded blue Grundo plushie. Talk to the plushie. And we get a discarded Maracticide Ogerin plushie. Thank you very much, my friend. Now on to Trudy's surprise. What are we getting today, Trudy? What have you got for me? Looks like play for 7 days. So looks like yesterday was my 7-day prize, so this one probably won't be super exciting. 18 days till my big reward, though. 11,875 Neo points. And let's do our fishing. We get nothing. Gotta be more patient. Do my other fish my other Neopets later. Alrighty. Starting next with Fairy Caverns, right? Nope. Return to Fairyland. Dang. Test your strength. Ooh, jackpot is 1 million. I'm really curious if anyone has ever won the jackpot, because I feel like a good 80 to 90% of the time it's the useless mark. So I would really love to know if you've won, or if you know someone who's won, how long ago was that? Because I'm not even sure if it would be somewhat recent. Check the garage sale to see if they've got anything we can use for the coincidence. And it doesn't look like it. That's pretty cute, though. Don't need it, though. Eh, yeah. I'll get it to put in my safety deposit box to have to try to get the avatar for a number, like a certain number of different items, like exclusive, not exclusive, but varying items. Okay, let me do Labre. Let's see if my pet does anything today. Trying to get her to change from a Christmas Aisha to something else. We'll see if that day is today. Where is she? There she is. And she loses strength points. Maybe tomorrow. All right, Pet Labre. Come on, Lunch. I believe in you. Oh, nope. Lunch is still a pile of soot, and the Labre is increased to level 4. Okie dokie. Let's get into the substance part of the video where I talked to you a little bit about the Neopet stock market. To be honest, the general rule of thumb I would say is the same as in the real world. If you're not really super familiar with that, we'll get into it. And honestly, it's pretty simple. I mean, there's things you can do like research to kind of get an idea of what stocks they believe are going to go higher and what stocks are going to plummet. Um, as you can see, my portfolio is not too great. It's overall is negative 8.21%. Yesterday, I should have actually sold one of my stocks. It was at like 130%. And I was like, oh, I got a little greedy. I decided to, save it to try to make some more money. What ended up happening is a lot of people saw it at the higher percentage rate and sold, and so the stock dropped, which is very normal for stocks. I mean, it happens when people sell off stock, it makes a stock worth less. Anyway, so what I typically do is I buy low. So the lowest you can buy on Neopets is 15 Neopoints per stock, and I buy them at 15 no matter what it is. I always buy 15. I typically don't do any market research because, to be really honest, I don't have a whole lot of time to do that. I think maybe in the future I might if I have more time, but that's just not something I have time to do daily. So what I do is here's my portfolio. As you can see, some of them aren't doing well. Some of them are doing rather well. They're 56% up or 33% up. So what that means is if you push this little arrow here, it'll put a drop down arrow. It'll drop down the stocks of what you bought them at and what they're at now. So I bought 500 shares at 17 Neopoints, which costed me 8,500 Neopoints. And now with the current market value being 25 as opposed to 17 or 15 when I bought it, it caused them to jump up 47.06% and 66.67% respectively. So I could sell these and make a profit by that much of how much I bought them from, because which is the Neopoint difference between 17 and 25, and then of course the total overall value. So if you decide you want to sell, you would type in the number of shares, which is this number you wanted to sell. So say I wanted to sell all of my 17, I wanted to sell all 500 shares of 17 Neopoints purchases that I bought the MYNC for. So I would type in 500 here, scroll down, and click sell shares. And I'm not going to sell them now because I don't want to sell them at that percentage rate. I want to wait till they're a little bit higher. But once you do that, you would get a screen with the little market chia, who looks like this, saying that you sold X stock. So in my instance, it would be MYNC, MYNC, for this amount and this many shares, and then it would show you how much you earned. So it's pretty simple as far as that. So let's erase this because I'm not going to sell these stocks. I was hoping for a day that I had a good stock market return that I could actually sell them to show you all, but doesn't look like that happened. So we'll have to do that another day. So when I'm actually buying stocks, there is a rule that you can only buy 1,000 shares of stock. It could be a cumulative different stock, or it can be one stock per day. So typically what I do, and you can split it up if you see a couple that you want, or if you want to diversify your portfolio, which means buying different stocks in case one plummets, you're not losing all on that one stock. You could buy two, and so if one does well and the other does bad, it kind of helps you be more out of a neutral point. So these are the Neopets stock market bargain list for today. And as you can see, this is the logo for the company, and this is the four-letter ticker. So this is the shorthand version of the long name. So TSRC stands for the Shoiru Company. This is the volume of the company. It opened up during the day at 6 Neopoints and is currently at 6 Neopoints, meaning there is no percentage change. Same thing for, let's find one that had a percentage change. Here we are. So PDSS, or PD Secure Storage, and this is how many there are available. It is currently at 15 Neopoints, or was opened up at 15 Neopoints, excuse me, and is now at 14 Neopoints, causing a net loss of negative 6.67% since the beginning of this morning. And on the opposite end of that, we have DROO, which is Dailies Industries. This is the amount of shares that are available. It opened up this morning at 14 Neopoints per share, and it is now at 15 Neopoints per share. So since this morning, the percentage rate for this stock per share increased by 7.14%. So it gives you an overall idea of how the stocks are fluctuating daily. And I believe, if correct me if I'm wrong, if somebody knows, but the price changes twice a day. So like in the morning and the evening. So the stock price this morning started to this point, and now it is at this point. It'll change one more time today. So it could raise or fall depending on various aspects, whether people sell or buy the shares. So what I'm going to do today, I'm actually going to look and see what I have stock in already. So I'm going to look at my portfolio and see if I have any. I wonder if I can filter it. It doesn't look like it. So I'm going to buy a stock that is currently at 15. So Hubert's Hot Dogs. I actually always, when I have to do my dailies, I like to go to Hubert's Hot Dogs because they're usually in stock and it's easy to get a few things to finish off my dailies for my daily quests. Anyway, that's beyond the point. I might buy some Hubert's Hot Dogs. Let's see what else. So since here's the 4 that you'd be able to buy. I'm see if I can highlight it. I guess I can't. Here we are. These are currently at 15, so you can buy anything from Dailies and below because it has a market value right now of 15 Neopoints per share. So I like to, like I said, buy low, sell high. That's the general idea of most any stocks. Again, this is not like IRL investing advice, but in general, you want to buy low, sell high. I think I have some stock in Dailies. I'm going to look. I do. Let's see how many I have. Yeah, I already have 1,000 Neopoints in Dailies, and overall my portfolio in it is low from when I bought. So I bought it at 17 Neopoints. It's currently at 15, so I have a loss So I don't think I'm going to buy any more Diceroo. Corbat Cricket Supplies. I think I have K-Bat too. Yep. And that one's not performing too well either. Looks like I have quite a bunch of that. Yeah, at present I have 2,500 about shares of KBAT, so I don't think I'm going to buy any more of that. Let's see. I think I have Hubert's hot dogs. Let's look. I do, and I have a decent amount of it. Overall, the portfolio when I bought it wasn't doing too. I don't know why I paid that much. It's not okay. I usually buy at 15, 16, depending on how many Neo points I have and depending on what I'm currently holding. So when I say currently holding, like what stocks I have shares in. I tried to diversify based off of that. So it looks like I may be buying an expensive stock today, if any, but the Neopian auction house is at 18. TNAH, let's see. TNAH, yeah, I have some here too. And it looks like it's performing well. I bought it at 17. I've got 1,700 shares of it. I actually might, even though the stock is a little bit higher, it's doing decently. It's holding value. I might buy some of the Neopian auction house stock. Let's see how the Neopian Bank is looking. Let's see if I have any of that. If I don't, oh, yep, I have it. The Neopian Bank. I only have 1,000 shares of it. It's performing well too. I bought it at 17 before. Actually, you know what? I might split. Because I have 1,700. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy 500 and give you an example of how to diversify if you're choosing to do that. I'm going to buy 500 shares of the Neopian auction house stock, and I'm also going to buy 500 shares of, this is the Neopian auction house, and this is the National Neopian Bank. Either way, I'm going to buy 500 stocks of both of those. So what you're going to do is I'm going to open them up in different windows so we can see them individually. So when you click on it, it'll open up this. You'll click another. Actually, I'm going to go back because I can give you an example of this. So when you click on one you want to buy, it'll show like who their competitors are. So right now their competitors are Lost Desert scratch cards, and their value is at 20 right now. So right now the Lost Desert scratch card stock is worth more than the National Neopian Bank. I like to buy low, sell high, but you can see their competitors and kind of gauge how their stock might perform based off of who their competitors are. So we'll click on the National Neopian Bank, click the number of shares. I'm going to buy 500. And then we'll get this. Oh, I guess since I already had it, it's down here. Which one is this? Auction house. So it's the Neopian Bank. Here we go. Now you'll see in the drop down arrow or the drop down list, I have 500 at 17 shares, which cost me 8,500 Neopoints. And then, of course, the market value, depending on the day, this will change and this will change. So that's where you'll see the additional added once you purchase a stock. For me, since I already had some, it just fell under the like another tab. But if you don't have the stock that you're purchasing, you'll see an entire new line up here. Let's do the same for the the Neopian auction house, excuse me. And you can see here the competitors are the auction genie. So right now, the auction house is doing better than the auction genie. So it seems like a decent investment to me. Buy shares, we'll scroll down to the bottom, and you will see that my extra 500 shares of auction house are right here. And again, paid 18 Neopoints, which cost me 9,000 in total. The current value is 18, and so the market value for this day that I bought is still the same, as opposed to when I bought it. It doesn't say the day, but I bought it at 15. It's now worth 18, and the increase is 20%. So this is kind of an easy overview of what I do when I'm purchasing stocks daily. I at least try to give it a good look over to get an idea of what my stocks are looking like and how I'd like to diversify. Diversifying just means buying more than one stock in different stocks to hedge your differences in case one of them tanks. But yeah, if you have any questions in regards to how to further buy stocks, or maybe if you want a deeper dive into the Neopian stock market, leave me a comment below and we can dive into that together.